next to my left there's dense bush, and I heard something crashing around in there, so I just stopped, because normally it's a possum, so I just froze. Yep, and I seen something moving around, and so I just stood there, the trees and in the undergrowth, so I just froze and just stood there, waited. It walked, like, out, so I could see, and it was just standing there, and then it spotted me, and it ran. It, like, hunched over, like, double, not on fours, but it was on two, but it hunched over, and it ran. And it ran out into a clearing where I was standing and proceeded towards bush up the hill. So I've never seen anything like it before.
You heard it walking around. Was it pretty loud? I mean, what were you hearing? Just crashing branches?
Crashing around in the bush and crunching like it was walking, because it's really thick out there.
So you were just listening to this thing as you were standing outside. How long did you listen to it before anything happened?
About 5 minutes.
And was it getting louder and louder, or?
Yes, it was.
How far were you away from the house where you were standing?
About 2 metres.
You just heard this thing moving around. It seemed to be getting closer?
Yes, it seemed to be coming from the next door neighbours down the hill towards me.
You were just only a short distance from the house?
Yes. And there was a light on then coming outside, and that it ran through the beam of light. Big and hairy, that's how I know, because it ran through the beam of light coming from a window. Yeah, it was stepped out of the bush, but it was, to start with, it was sort of crouched as it came out, and then it stood up until it seen me, and then hunched over and ran.
Slumped over a bit or hunched over, or?
Yeah, it was like when someone runs and they hunch to get, faster when they get close to the ground. It was like that, where it just hunched over to run.
How far away from you was it when it came out of the bush?
3 or 4 metres at the most. I'm just, 5.5 foot tall, and it was double my size.
It was double your size?
Yeah, it had to be double my size. So I realised it wasn't a person. Yeah, no one can be that tall. Big across the shoulders. It was big across the shoulders. I've never seen anything like it. The shoulders were wide, like very wide. It was like bigly built, sort of.
And you could see hair?
Yes, especially when it ran. You could see the hair sort of move in the wind as it ran.
Was it wild, like a goat, or was it smooth like a bear or a dog?
Wild. It looked either dark brown or black.
All right, what about the head? Was it a small or a large head, or?
Yeah, it was large. It, fitted the body right. It was in proportion. It was quite a large head.
Did it run straight up like a human, or was it bending over again?
Yeah, it was bending over when it ran. Not a long way.
Were they short arms or long arms?
They were long.
Again, it was pretty close to you when this thing came out of the bush.
Yeah, it was.
Was it moving quickly?
Yes, it was. It was going very, very quickly.
Quicker than a person, or?
Yeah, quicker than a person.
And did it run like a person, like a runner runs with their arms sort of pumping? Were the arms up or the arms down as it ran?
They were up.
How long did you have it in view for?
I probably had it in view for 4 or 5 minutes.
What, it was just standing there, or?
Yeah, it just stood there for a bit, and then spotted me and decided it didn't like that very much.
Right.
It just froze. I didn't know what to do. I just went completely blank and just stood there frozen. I wasn't sure what to do. The clothesline is about 6 metres from the house. I was standing about 2 metres from the house, and it ran past the clothesline.
This was a big thing.
Yes.
Was there anything else you noticed on the animal? Like, I mean, you noticed it was hairy, it had long arms. Did it have a long neck or a short neck?
Short neck.
Yeah. Did you notice ears or anything like that?
They weren't sort of human sort of ears. They weren't really big. But, yeah, they were more pointed than rounded.